What's going on, everyone? So Los Angeles Lakers are back in action today, this time against the Philadelphia 76ers as they continue this road trip. Important game, right? Got to go into Philly. Got to get that W. Lakers are favored. So a couple things. One, Luka Doncic is expected to be back and available for this game. That's huge, right? It's important, right? Better we are with Luka. Now you got Luka, give some Austin Reeves, take some pressure off of him and give him a break, man. Poor guy. LeBron James, we still don't have complete confirmation, but he's probable. And then also from the Philadelphia 76ers side of things, Joel Embiid is expected to play right now. He is probable, but he's looking like he's going to end up being a go. So again, you have a situation where you're playing against the team that has some very good young talent, some good athleticism, right? Edge comes looking like he might end up being Rookie of the Year. Joel Embiid, Paul George, all these guys, assuming everyone actually plays and ends up coming and whatnot. But this is a team that has been very good this season, that, much better than last season. Even, actually, I think you make an argument they've been better without Joel Embiid and Paul George and guys like that, because Edgecombe's been so good. But when Paul George plays, Edgecombe doesn't really get to play very much. Like the other night, he had like 10 minutes or something like that. And it's like, what are you doing, right? Like, dude, the guy's been like playing like a veteran, like a seasoned veteran star in this league. But nonetheless, right, going up against Philadelphia in Philadelphia. Marcus Smart is the only one that is listed out for the Lakers. Kelly Oubre and Watford are the only ones listed as out right now for the Philadelphia 76ers, at least at the time of recording this video. Obviously, things can change. Both Paul George and Joel Embiid are day-to-day questionable, but Joel Embiid has been listed as probable thus far that he's going to play this game. Look, Lakers, tough loss. Right? I didn't mind the loss against Boston. I talked about this, right? Like, I didn't mind the loss. No LeBron, no Luka, tough back-to-back, right? Austin Reeves played a ton of minutes. I mean, I've talked about, like, we need to find a way to kind of give him some rest. I know people are like, but you're 27. Like, again, he's playing a lot of minutes and a lot of games. And on top of that, like, the guy's the only one that's playing all the back-to-backs and all that stuff, right? We don't want him to get hurt. Right, I understand, people, we're not in the NBA where guys play 82 games anymore. Right? The game is played different, the pace, all of those things, like just even the way you plant now as far as like, moves and crossovers and defense and all this stuff, like everything's changed. We're in a very different NBA, very different league. And also Austin Reeves is this like hyper athlete where somebody like Anthony Edwards, right, where he could just go, right? He can play 50 minutes a night, and it doesn't even affect him or bother him because he has the athleticism and the speed and all that conditioning and stuff to be able to stay on top of it. Where, you look at, Austin Reeves, again, he's not as athletic. He's more reliant on just being crafty and physicality and getting to the foul line and just that wear and tear game in and game out, night in and night out. So, again, I didn't mind the loss. My problem was again, the loss. It's just, you lost to Boston, right? Like, if you would have beaten Boston and then lost tonight, I would have been okay with that. But, Lakers have done a really good job this season of not losing back-to-back games. And that's key, right? I talk about it all the time. Like, losses happen. You're going to lose games. But how do you respond to said losses? Obviously, you don't want to win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one, because then you're going to finish 500. But how do you respond after you lose a game? Again, it happens. How do you win the next 3? Do you win the next 4? Like, how does that end up working? Lakers have done a really good job of, after a loss, rattling off wins. Now, I understand that after they lost and then they won one and then they lost to Boston. But again, context important. Luka ended up sitting out and all that stuff. You got the just crazy back-to-back, all that stuff. I don't know why you have back-to-backs on the road. It's one thing when you're doing back-to-backs at home, right? Like, if you're the team that has the back-to-back and you're doing it at home, because at least you get to go back home, you get to go rest, you get to get in your bed, all that stuff, right? You get to be, you get extra time rather than like, hey, we're going to play an early game, then go, or a late game, then go fly to Boston, go play an early game in Boston, then fly to Philadelphia and then play a game. Like, it's just all this travel, all this craziness, all this wear and tear. Lakers have to get off, literally get done with the game, immediately jump on a plane, and then jump into a game a couple hours later. Like, that's not great. It's not for anybody. It's not even just a Laker thing. Any team that has to do stuff like that. Like I said, you get all the wear and tear, and you just wear teams down. It gets exhausting after a while. But to me, again, got to go in. Everybody's back. hands on deck, took a loss. Like I said, you do have a very good trend of not losing back-to-back games. That needs to stay the same. You need to maintain that, right? You take a loss, it's fine. Bounce back, get this win, go in there, handle business in Philadelphia, rattle off that win. Tyrese Maxey, got to be able to slow him down. Joel Embiid, right? He's not the MVP level Joel Embiid, unless of course you are playing the Lakers. So guys always seem to end up being that for teams. But Joel Embiid can still be a handful. Still a guy that is a difficult guard, right? You got to be able to stay in front of him, slow him down. Like I said, they have a lot of athleticism, a lot of perimeter guys. They have guys that can really push the pace against you. They have the pieces you need to. They have the pieces you need to really kind of put a team like the Lakers at a disadvantage, right? And we've seen it. Teams that have the youth, athleticism, versatility, all those things, we've seen the Lakers kind of get behind the 8 ball there, right? So they have guys that can push the pace, get on transition, create turnovers, do all this stuff. So if you're the Lakers, right, you need to make sure you're handling your business. Again, this is a team that is 13-9. They're fighting the good fight, fighting the good battle in the Eastern Conference. They don't want to lose this game, especially at home. You're the Lakers. You need to win this game. You need to stay ahead in the standings. Hopefully Luka's energized and motivated because he just had a kid and everything like that. But Philadelphia, they're also on a 3-game win streak, so they're going to want to continue that streak. They are tied right now for the 5th seed, but they're also tied for the 7th and only half a game back of falling all the way to the 9th. So again, the Eastern Conference is insanely tight. The West is actually from play-in teams to top 5 teams or so. Actually, there's some separation, but the East is really tight right now. So Philadelphia again can't really afford to lose a game because they end up dropping drastically. All of a sudden, you look up and they're a play-in team or something, or missing the play-in altogether or something. That's not what they want to do, right? They're trying to be competitive, win this year if they can, try to right the ship. That it kind of feels like the last year with Paul George and Joel Embiid and all that stuff. We'll see what they end up doing in the offseason. But they have some pretty good, young, promising players and talent that can really give the Lakers some fit. Again, athleticism has been a big issue the Lakers have had their struggles in dealing with. And so now you got to go out, handle business, get this done, pull out this win, and then let's again, continue to progress forward, because the game after that is the Spurs game, right? You play the Spurs for the in-season tournament game to try to get to the semifinals, right? So, again, need to rally these off. Let's start a new win streak with that, and then the Spurs game, and then whoever we got to play in the championship for the in-season tournament game. But anyways, always, this is a discussion. I pass a question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.